Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
Welcome to Team Auvoria. This is what it's going to look like right here. This is the dev site. On Monday, you'll be able to go to AuvoriaPrime.com Team Academy, AuvoriaPrime.com Team Academy, and that will get you here. So you'll be able to go through. We're going to talk about design, build, and protect your legacy. And as you get down here, we're going to show literally a getting started and then a path to 500. So if you click on the start now here and getting started, it'll come through. There's a video of me diving into what this is, what Auvoria Prime is, why we're different, what makes us different, all that kind of stuff. So this is a video you're going to want to watch, but you're also going to want all your new people to watch. And then if you go down here to path to 500, you'll be able to go through and let's go rise and star, right? You can download the path to 500. We can identify your goals and why, create your list, 4 steps to rising star, how to share results, Team Auvoria Live, building 500s and rising stars. So all of these are different videos teaching you step by step by step, you're a new person. So you enroll somebody into Auvoria Prime. First step you're going to go is teamauvoria.academy. They're going to go through this academy step by step. We're going to have amazing content. And here's the great thing about Team Auvoria. As the company grows and as our content grows, Team Auvoria will grow as well. I just finished a compensation plan video that's being edited right now. When I was in Nashville, I filmed that video. That video will be in here. It's a detailed video of me walking through the compensation plan that you can use for marketing, but it's also used for training, right? So people can learn the compensation plan step by step and what makes it so powerful. So this is going to be a one-stop shop that people can get training, they can get resources, they can learn how to navigate through their back office, yada, yada, yada. So this is going to be a huge resource for you guys to point someone to a one-stop shop to get them plugged in the right way, right? So the one thing we don't want is you don't want people falling through the cracks when they get into this company. You want them to go through this the right way. And so we spent a lot of time putting these videos together so that you can have the resources to plug people in to build your business. Because the number one goal, like I said, is what? Getting people to rising star, right? Getting people to rising star. In the rising star, the path to 500 is something I created. If you have not gone to this, please go download it. AuvoriaPrime.com/Team Auvoria Events. AuvoriaPrime.com/Team Auvoria Events, EVENTS events. Team Auvoria Events, and you can download this right here. They also have a calendar with our call schedule, stuff like that. But the path to 500 is something that you should be going through yourself if you have not gone through it. But number 2 is you need to make sure to sit with your newest people and go through this with them. We will have the videos up, but I also think it's super important to do things with people. I personally, if I am investing in somebody, it's because I believe in them. And that small time amount of time that I invest in them, it will shell out huge rewards. It's amazing to me. Somebody will put someone in the business, and then there's kind of like, yeah, go watch those videos, and then call me once you're done, right? They're not actually sitting down and investing their time with them. The best thing you can do with a new person, a new affiliate in your business, is to sit down and spend some time with them, right? This doesn't mean that you're going to spend time with them for the next 10 years trying to help them figure it out. You're spending time with them for a few days and really getting them set up correctly, walking through with them any questions they have, walking through the path to 500, and then doing the business with them, right? Not for them, big difference. I didn't say for them, I said with them. You want to help them earn while they are learning the business. And one of the things that you want to do is when you're going through the path to 500, that's the reason right here I have names and phone numbers, because I think it's important that the person you bring in doesn't just have your contact, but they have your upline's contact and their upline's contact, and they have a couple of different contacts that they can reach out just in case one day you're out of town or you're in church or you're sick or whatever. They need to have people they can get a hold of. Below that, I have a calendar. I think it's important that they know when our calls are. They know that our Saturday trainings are every single Saturday. They know that whatever your team call is, they need to know that. Whenever the software calls are, that whatever software they're on, they need to know that, right? So get them plugged into the calls. It's important that they're plugged into Telegram. It's important they're plugged into all this, which is also going to be in Team Auvoria, where people can get plugged in to all of our communications as well. Now, right here, guys, this is one of the things I want to land on and talk about for a second, is your goal and your why. I was literally just on the phone before I got on this training with a guy. He's a massive leader in another company, massive leader. And they're coming here, okay? And while I'm sitting on the phone with him, he said, if your why doesn't make you cry, then it's not big enough. If your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. And me and our president, Chris Simonian, are on the phone with this gentleman. And he starts talking about why he got into network marketing. And he starts talking about his kids. And he starts talking about how every time he's on stage, I did this for Sheila. I did this for Jacob. I did this. And he starts naming his kids. And this dude on the Zoom starts just crying, emotionally started crying, because he was thinking about his family. He was thinking about why he does network marketing. And he's thinking about the time that he's got to spend with his kids. And he got emotional. He got emotional. Right after he said, your why should make you cry, he started crying, because he was thinking about the thing that drives him the most. The thing that drives him the most. And he got super emotional, literally had to turn the call over to his wife until he kind of cleared up, because he was thinking about his children, right? And so that's these guys, I'm telling you right now, these two things are the most important things you can do and sit down and talk to with your new person, period. These are also the two things that drove my business every single day. What my goal was and what my why was, right? What is your goals? What are your why? So I would sit down and I would write down my goals with my wife. We had goals of bigger goals, like when we wanted to, at the time, buy our house, when we wanted to go on a vacation, where we wanted to go on that vacation. We had some big goals. But I also always learned from my mentor that big goals are great, but how are you going to get to that goal? How are you going to get to the down payment to that house? How are you going to be able to buy that car? How are you going to be able to go on that vacation? It's great just to write it down, but you got to know the how. You got to know the how. How are you going to get there? And so I would reverse osmosis the thing and saying, okay, well, if I want to afford that, I got to be at this rank. Well, how do I get to that rank? I have to put this many people in. I got to get this many people to that position. This many people to that position will get me to that rank, right? So I started focusing on not just me, but also my team and where I need to take them. So if you're starting, your goal obviously is to go rising star and put down a goal of when you're going to go visionary and when you're going to go visionary 500. Obviously, it needs to be within 60 days, right? How are you going to get to visionary and visionary 500? Well, you're going to have to talk to so many people every single day. You're also going to have to put people in the business every single week. So a good goal is, how many people am I going to talk to a day? How many people am I going to enroll every single week? How many points am I going to get in the momentum pool every single week? Right? Then it's, okay, my goal is to become a visionary this week. It's only 3 people, right? Then it's, okay, by the end of the month, my plan is to be visionary 500. How are you going to do it? How many people are you going to talk to? How many people you enroll? How many points you get in the pool? Reverse osmosis thing. And then you have a clarity of saying, okay, if I do these things, this should land me where I need to land pretty close on my goal. Now, here's the other thing that I did, guys, is I taped my goal to my mirror every single morning. Why did I do that? I don't know about you, but I do brush my teeth every single morning. And also every night before I go to bed, right? I'm brushing my teeth a couple times a day. And so whenever I get up in the morning and I'm brushing my teeth, well, number one, let me back up. When I'm going to bed, I'm looking at my goal sheet and I'm reminding myself, did I achieve those goals today or did I not? It's the last thing I look at. It's the last thing I think about. And then when I wake up in the morning, I'm looking at those goals again. saying, no matter what happened yesterday, I am going to achieve these goals today. It's in my face. If you throw your goals into a drawer, there is no way that you're going to be able to see what you need to achieve. You'll forget about it. You'll absolutely forget about your goals. Your goals need to be in your face every single morning, every single night, every time you go in the bathroom and look in the mirror. No matter what, you need to be looking at your goals, right? Because there needs to be a reminder. There has to be a self-check whether you're achieving this or not. Then I went to my why. What is your why? You got to dig down deep. This guy I was just on the phone with, obviously he had a why that definitely made him cry. It was his children. It was time freedom to be with his kids. That was his why. My why, when I got into network marketing, was my wife was pregnant and I wanted to be there for my son when he was born. I didn't want to be an absent father. I didn't want to have a job from, where I had to leave the house at 6:30 in the morning. I wouldn't get home till 6 or 7. Didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be absent. I wanted to be there for the teacher meetings and the donuts with daddy and all the stuff that my kids had when they were kids. And then my daughter, when she came, that was also another huge why. I wanted to be in their life. And my why has never changed. I want to be a father and I want to be a husband, right? And in order to do that, I have to have time freedom. I cannot be a slave to a job. Can't be a slave to debt. Can't, right? What is your why? Write it down. Write down your goal, write down your why, and you tape your why right next to your goals on your mirror so that you're looking at them every night before you go to bed. You're looking at them every morning before you get up. And it's a reminder, did I achieve my goals? And am I any closer to why I'm doing this in the first place? That should be a constant reminder every single day. I don't care if you're making $100,000 a month, $250,000 a month, or $500 a month in this company. You need to have goals and you need to have a why. And you need to be reminded of those every single day. I can promise you, if you do this exercise, listen to me, if you do this exercise, it will change your life. It will. It'll change your life. You need to have a constant reminder, no matter how successful you get in life, your goals always adjust. Your why will adjust, but never lose sight of why you're doing this. Never lose sight of having goals. Because if you lose sight of a vision that you have, then you're just wandering. If you lack vision, you're just wandering. You're just kind of here. I believe in every single human being. One of the things that I'm passionate about, you'll hear me from stage talk about, you'll hear me talk about it all the time, because I really believe in my core being that one of my purposes here on earth, my purpose is to help people realize their purpose and to realize that they were born to be great. You were born to be great. If you're watching this right now, you were born to be great. You were born to do amazing things. But somewhere along the line, you got poisoned. Your brain got poisoned. Doubt came in your brain. You thought, man, I can't do that. That's only for certain people. Lies sinked into your brain. What one person can do, so can another, period. Right? Elon Musk does not have a cape, but that dude has vision. He had a dream. And he has goals and he went for it. His imagination is so big. He's like, I can do whatever I want, right? It was Henry Ford that says, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. That's the two things. It's really just what's between your ears that's stopping you from being successful or from being successful. It's amazing to me how some people have such a driven spirit, man. It's like, man, like they won't stop. They're not going to quit. Because you are going to hit road bumps being an entrepreneur. There's just no smooth road about it. And then there's some people, they'll get one no, and they're like, it's way too hard. Way too hard. I've talked to everyone and no one wants to do this. How many times I've heard that? It's crazy. I'm like, wow, everyone, huh? That's a lot of people. You mean you talked to 2 people, 3 people, and they said no? Who cares? Right? There's the next person might say yes. Some will, some won't. So what? Who's next? It's one of the oldest saying in our industry. You should memorize it. Some will, some won't. So what? Who's next? Because there's someone waiting for you that is praying for an answer for something to come in their life. There's a lot of hurting people in this world right now. I don't know if you guys know that or not. There's a lot of hurting people. And this right here is an answer. It's an answer. There are people in this company that have literally changed their lives, and they would have not have known about it if someone didn't open their mouth and share Auvoria Prime with them. It's that simple. You are a messenger of hope, right? And that has always been my calling in life, is to help people realize their purpose and to help them financially change their life. And there's no greater vehicle than network marketing. And within network marketing, I believe there's no greater vehicle than Auvoria Prime. You should be proud of what you have. But if you don't have a goal and you don't have a why, then you're basically just kind of here for the ride, right? You're here for the ride. And I want so much more for you than that, right? So talking about become a rising star, if you're new here, if you don't know how to become a rising star, reach out to your upline support and ask them, right? You need 4 points. 3 of them need to be in one lane. No, I'm sorry. 3 of them need to be in 3 lanes, 1 in each lane. The 4th can go in whichever lane you want, and 21 points in 3 lanes. So 7, 7, and 7. And you got to keep that for 4 weeks. So they have to keep that active. So 21 points or more for 4 weeks after you hit it. And then you're going to get this beautiful Rising Star pendant. You're going to get a Rising Star bonus. You're going to get global recognition, Rising Star only trainings. I know in Orlando, we have this beautiful reception just for Rising Stars. Susan Batchelder, our director of marketing, said it was beautiful. It's in downtown Orlando. It's going to be amazing. That is going to be worth running alone, just for that alone. So make sure that you hit Rising Star. In our back office, if you guys have not set up your marketing funnels, we have all kinds of amazing marketing funnels. I know Derek Alexander's created an arrow funnel. We have our squares, which is awesome. But this is how you set it up, right? Going through here, you can go through there's 6 steps, set it up. There's all kinds of different funnels. Go through and play with them and look at them. But a lot of these funnels, like the squares, it actually dumps you into our results page. We have a Facebook page as our results page where you can add people, you can tag and message them, which we're going to go through that here in a minute. Right here, it says make a list of 25 to 50 people you know. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Making a list is one of the most important things you can do. You do not want to come into this business and put your list in your head and go, yeah, Sheila, Bob, Chris, and Sarah, they're going to be great. You will forget those names by tonight, period. You got to write them down. As names keep going into your mind, as you're driving down the road, a name comes to your mind, got to put it down. I put them in my notes, right? I used to put all the names in my notes on my phone. So I had them. If I was in the grocery store and I'm like, oh yeah, Chris, he would be awesome. Put Chris in my phone, right? In my notes. So that way I always have my list right there in my notes. But your list should be growing every single day. If you're brand new, start from your cell phone, go from A to Z and go through your entire contact list and put as many people in there that you know who need and would want Auvoria Prime and what we have to offer. I honestly do not know anyone on the face of the planet who doesn't need what Auvoria Prime has to offer. I think it's everyone. I really do. And so you want to make this list. And then when you make the list, you're going to take them on the path, right? You're going to take them on the path, the invitation process. Now, when you're talking to people about Auvoria Prime, this is what I'll tell you. Don't be weird, right? So there's so many funny people, like they'll call their best friend in the whole world. They'll call their best friend and they're stumbling over words, or they're acting so weird. And it's like, listen, this is your best friend and you're excited about what Auvoria Prime has to offer. Be authentic. Be excited about what you have. Listen, your excitement will get them excited. If you sit there and like, I don't know, I'm trying this thing and my friend said it was cool, and so I'm just looking at it. You want to look at it too? No, they don't want to look at it. You got to be like, this is amazing. I'm looking at my phone right now, and this technology is literally making me money. Dude, you got to see it. It's crazy, right? If you have that attitude compared to what I showed you a minute ago or how I was acting a minute ago, see the difference? The difference is really what you want to portray, right? And the portray is that I want to portray excitement, that I'm excited about this. If you're excited about, they're going to be excited. You won't be able to help it, right? Then the presentation, send them to that funnel that I was talked about. Go have a one-on-one meeting with them. Set them up on a Discover AP call we have every Monday. It's our Discover AP Live. That also goes on our Facebook page. There's all kinds of different ways to present Auvoria Prime. So you want to present, and then you're going to validate. What does validation mean? Validation means is they want to see that this thing's real. You're their friend, right? They trust you. That's cool. But they want to know that this is real. So a couple of different ways. 3-way call is really good because it's not just you, their best friend. You're getting a 3-way call with an expert. right? An expert that has been here a while, that understands the software maybe better than you. You're brand new. You want to get them on the phone with an expert. ATM is great. Add, tag, and message. Get them into our Facebook results page, tag them into some results, and then message them to your upline support leader and say, hey, this is my friend Sarah. Sarah just went through, I just tagged her in some results. She's excited. I wanted her to meet you, and message them and set that up. Or you can also do a 3-way call for the message as well. Ad tag message is one of the most effective ways you can build your business because it validates that it's real. They're seeing results from the community that are posting in the page. Get them enrolled, teach them the path to what I just taught you. Do it with them, right? Don't just expect them, hey, go do that path to 500 and hit me up tomorrow or the next day, right? Do it with them, right? And then get them to Rising Star as fast as possible, humanly possible, right? Get them a Rising Star as fast as possible. And if you do that over and over again, I promise you, you're going to have unbelievable success. So again, if you weren't here on the call earlier, on Monday, Team Auvoria will be live, teamauvoria.academy. That's where you can plug people in. They can walk step by step through the path to 500. We have videos made. We're going to have the compensation plan video that's being edited that's going to be in there for marketing, and exciting things are coming. Here's what I can tell you. And I'll end the training with this. We know that there is an event coming in Orlando, Ride the Wave. This is our first live event, guys. First live event. Here's the question I have for all of you on here. How many of you are going to be on that stage? How many of you are going to be on that stage? Because I want you to be on that stage, and I want to be recognizing. I want to put that pendant around your neck. I want to be able to put some jackets on people's backs. I want you, if you're watching, listen to me, I want you on that stage. Second question, how many people are you going to have on your team on that stage? These are good goals I'd be writing down, guys. I just went over you with goals. You have an event coming in 90 days in Orlando. How many people are you going to have on that stage? Because the more people you have on that stage getting recognized, your team will explode. If you're brand new watching this, you should have a goal to say, I'm going to have, 5, I'm going to have 10, I'm going to have 2, whatever that goal is. Visionary 500 Rising Stars on that stage, and I'm going to be on that front row cheering them on, excited. And I promise you that he or she who has the most people on that stage will win. That's always been my goal. The very first event I ever went to, my wife and I are sitting in the back, like we are in the back, and something internally happened to me to where I'm sitting there watching, and I'm watching everyday people that no education, housewives, mechanics, you name it, walking across the stage, making $500,000 a year, and I'm watching this going, if they can do it, I can do it, which was the most important thing I realized. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right? Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. And I'm watching these people go across the stage, and I went out of that event changed. It changed me. There's a saying that says, decisions are made at events. What does that mean? I decided that enough was enough at that event. And a belief got into me so deep that I walked out of that event believing that I could do it. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. I believed if they can do this, Matt Ward can do it. And I walked out of that event, and 90 days later, my life was changed. But it all started from that event. And I made a promise to myself. I said, I will never go to another event and not be on that stage. And I will never go to an event and never have someone on that stage. That was my number one core belief, and that was my goal. And the next event that I went to, I was on that stage. I had people on that stage, and my business dramatically exploded. The next event after that, more and more people on that stage. My wife and I were higher ranks on that stage. My business exploded even faster. Event after that, more and more people on my team were on that stage. My wife and I were higher rank on that stage, and my team kept exploding. I knew from that point forward, I always built towards events. And I always had a goal of what rank I'm going to be on that stage and how many people I'm going to have on that stage. And that's what all of you should be thinking about right now. Do you have your tickets to ride the wave if you don't. First step in leadership is get your tickets, make a commitment, and commit to yourself. If you don't have a team, that's okay. Commit to yourself that you're going. Then make a second commitment. I'm going to be on that stage. You have plenty of time to go rising star between now and that event. You have plenty of time if you're a Visionary 500 to go 1,200, 2,500. Plenty of time. 90 days. You can do a lot in 90 days. 90-day runs. But it all starts now. It all starts with you, and it all starts really from you being on that stage at that event. So set down some goals tonight. Go down, rewrite your goals. Go over your why tonight. Write them down, tape them to your mirror. And I promise you, if you will make a decision to run, Auvoria Prime will change your life if you let it. It will. It will change your life if you let it, but it's totally up to you whether you will allow this compensation plan, this rewards plan, and this company to change your life. The executive team, 100% is rooting for you. Your leaders are rooting for you. Everyone is behind you and wants to see you succeed. Now, all it takes is you making that decision to run. So I cannot wait to see you guys in Orlando. Thank you guys for taking your Saturday afternoon out and being with me. It's an honor to serve you in this field. And I hope you guys have a great day. Let's crush May. Today is May 1st. Next Saturday will be the Ignite call. We had to change it because it was so close to the end of the month. We're going to change that to next month. But I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Let's crush May in a big, big way. Talk soon.